This year we got a food security grant, and we were given enough to get a freeze dryer and a new high tunnel. So we have our old greenhouse here, we have a high tunnel, and we just put this garden in. Today is the first day that we've really been able to harvest some of our kale and our spinach. Alaska's long summer days, the 20 some hours of daylight we get every day through June and July, really make Alaskan vegetables grow very quickly and very big. With all the weird stuff that's going on in the world today and talks of famine and stuff, this is a hobby, is a good thing. So this year with the grant that we got, we put this all in, and it took a lot of work. Trying to get all the big rocks in, okay? Can we deliver that? Might want to go farther.
Start.
Well, we're adding high octane soil to this one, so it's a little bit higher fertilizer added to this soil, so hopefully it'll grow really good vegetables. Some of our friends have tried it, and we've tried it in the past, and it performs pretty well. So we're going to rototill this in, and this is really going to start a great base for our garden. Still a couple of rocks to pick. There we go. The garden's looking pretty good. We have some rocky soil though. That soil that we're adding is really loamy. Our soil is clay and sand, so it's a good mixture. Should make for really good growing material. All right, well, we mounded our rows, and I like to mound because it makes the weeds a little bit closer for weeding. It makes it so you got nice paths down the rows. We're gonna get to planting. I'm gonna plant some tender sweet carrots. These are our favorite carrots. Don't plant them too deep. You want them to come up this way.
We finished planting the potatoes, and Dad's planting this row of carrots. How many carrots do you think you've planted?
Almost the whole bag.
Here we have broccoli, cauliflower, kale, cabbage. I'm really excited about the watermelon. A few years ago we did cantaloupe, and we got little cantaloupes about this big. So we're doing watermelon this year.
I got you the next thing ready.
That's it. Beets. Beets are done. Your kales. You're gonna plant in the center of the row here. Right here, about that distance apart.
Cody?
Okay, spinach is basically planted.
Well, I had 24, but I have cauliflowers too.
28, 32. I got 32 spots for it.
We have the mini hoe.
Boys, come on! Backstage, go!
Right there?
That's 16, yeah.
Okay. Wait, so that's your mark?
Yeah. You're right about 2 feet from the top. Cody, get the sledgehammer. The split him off. for me, that's good enough. So what I'm saying is I would almost try to just push those down in because they don't have to go very far, right?
Yeah. Get them out the pieces there, Heather. Get them out. Get on the bow. Get up. Hey, no. We probably can get this by ourselves.
Yeah, whoa. And Dad doesn't even know. Oh, that's funny. Cody, you gotta rotate that around, buddy. Think of how the curve's going.
There you go. You got it right.
Yeah, it was a close whacking. Okay, we got the plastic on. We're just working our way around to secure it.
All right, finishing touches. Sprinkler's got to go in here. We got to wet down this dirt. There it is. High tunnel.
A lot of work.
A lot of work.
Look at the bugs. Oh my goodness.
Now.
Ooh, took a lot of hard work, but we finally got our plants in here. They were getting pretty root bound. I bet you they take off pretty quick now. Getting this high tunnel put up was a pretty big project, but hopefully next year we can plan our space a little better and get better plants. Pretty happy with everything. We got over here, so everything's doing pretty good outside.
Here, Beth, give me the hose so I can get in here.
We're happy with that too. So
our cabbages are getting their heads. The broccoli is starting to get its heads on it. And the potatoes are just taking off like crazy. We've been eating kale, spinach, and lettuce for 2 weeks now. Our carrots are coming up. They should do just fine. They should really start taking off here this next week. And our beets just started taking off this week. I'm hoping these peas come in here soon. It may have been a little bit hot. They kind of like cool weather. So it may have been a little hot for them. But they're not quite taking off like I've had them take off before in the past. Our beans should be doing good. We should get a lot of beans this year. And hopefully our raspberries established real good. Raspberry bushes, I hope they take off better than they're doing right now. Take a look in the greenhouse. This is our lettuce. That's doing really good. The green lettuce is doing better than the red lettuce. We got some cucumbers and some zucchini. They're a little bit behind. And we have our green beans. Looks like they'll produce quite a few beans here. This dirt was really dry this year since it's been real hot and dry. In fact, we're under like a red flag warning, which is a big fire danger. And so I've really got to keep this stuff soaked or the ground around it's gonna soak up all the water into it. So we got to water extra this year. These are the cabbage and broccoli. They're all hydrophobic. And so the water beads up from surface tension and runs off of them. It's really cool. This fence is for the dog and for the moose. She would eat our broccolis, she would eat our kales. Pick spinach and kale. We're gonna freeze dry some kale and spinach today and see if we can make our own super green powder. Those are some big spinach leaves, huh? Picking the biggest spinach leaves. This spinach is doing so well. Just a monstrous leaf. It's so curled you can't even tell. Oh, that one might be bigger. Which one's bigger?
Dog, you want this?
All right. Why don't you bring that in? And come back out with an empty pail and we'll do kale. So here's the problem with the dog. Okay, our dog's not like normal dogs. Chaga, come here. I got some kale for you. She likes broccoli, she likes cabbage, she likes kale. What dog eats kale? She'd come in here and graze on this kale. Chaga, you want another piece? She's like, I like the kale. Silly puppy. You can't have this. And we're not letting you in. You're worse than a moose. So anyways, there's our spinach after we harvested it. A little bit thinner, but it's gonna grow in pretty heavy. So just the big kale leaves on this one, honey. That is a nice kale leaf. Good big piece of kale.
Doesn't even fit in the bucket.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a big kale leaf right there.
I want to eat it.
All right, we'll call that good for kale. That's a lot of kale.
Can't wait to eat it.
Look out, the dog will mug you.
She tried to eat mine when I picked some earlier.
Here's the other part of our grant. We got a freeze dryer, and we're gonna freeze dry some kale and some spinach that we took. What are you doing, honey?
Washing the kale.
Washing the kale. And we just got done doing a batch of Skittles here. We're gonna freeze dryer, because why not? So these are kind of a big smash hit. That one was really good. Okay, we're ready with our trays here. 2 trays of spinach, 2 trays of kale. I'm not entirely sure what's gonna happen with this, but we're gonna find out. Kale on the bottom, yeah, there you go.
That one might be a little tricky if it touches.
We're gonna pull it out and it's gonna be like frozen in shape.
Start her up, we'll check back tomorrow. Okay, open it up. Okay, take out that bottom tray. It looks done. There's our kale. Done. Go ahead and zip it. Okay, now break it up. There's our spinach. Not much left of it.
It's really satisfying. Bunching it up.
But all the nutrition's there. That's a lot of spinach, actually. We'll have to put it in the blender when we fill this up or something. We'll have to fill these up, put it in the blender, and then we make our powder. We didn't get this greenhouse done till like the beginning of July here, so it's kind of late. All our stuff got root bound. So it's gonna take a little bit for it to take off, but we'll be ready for next year with it. And we should have a really good crop and harvest next year. Lamb's quarter. It's edible, but it's a weed that we're not trying to grow.